More bad news out of the U.S. Supreme Court today. Donald Trump was told by the U.S. Supreme Court that they are not taking up his case to delay his sentencing. Now, I think I was incorrect a week or so ago when I said that Missouri had applied to the New York Supreme Court to appeal basically on his behalf, or that they should consider the rights of Missouri voters because Missouri voters deserve to hear Donald Trump being able to travel to Missouri, speak in Missouri, and everything going into the election. And the U.S. Supreme Court was actually where that was filed. And the U.S. Supreme Court said, no, we're not going to hear that. And sentencing is still on for September 18th. Now, it was an unsigned statement, so we don't know the exact breakup of who supported it, etc. However, Thomas and Alito did say, well, yeah, we'd hear that case. We would want to hear it, but we wouldn't put off sentencing, but we'd want to take a look at this case. Well, they're both under investigation with impeachment articles pending in the U.S. House of Representatives, so it's no surprise there. But why are Republicans doing stuff like this? Well, they don't have anything. They know it is very unlikely that Donald Trump is going to beat Kamala Harris. She's got way too much momentum. He's unlikable. He's a 34-time convicted felon. He's been adjudicated to have sexually assaulted E. Jean Carroll. He owes her $91 million for defaming her twice. He was found guilty of or liable for business fraud in New York. I think it was 7 years worth, but they proved multiple years, but statute of limitations is 7 years. He's got other pending cases, including his D.C. case for overturning the election. He's got his case in Georgia for calling Brad Raffensperger and trying to get him to just find the votes for him, etc., and trying to affect that. He's listed as unindicted co-conspirators in other cases. There is so much negative about Donald Trump, and he is so unlikable right now and unpopular, and with Kamala Harris picking up steam, they don't have anything else. So they're trying to inject the courts into this race already and trying to say, well, the courts, you got to save him, you got to save him. Now, Donald Trump is scheduled to be sentenced on September 18th for his 34 convictions in the Manhattan District's election interference hush money case. Now, he could face jail time with that, and the Republicans knew what they were getting into when they selected him and allowed him to be a nominee in their primary process. They knew when they made him their delegate, when they made him their nominee, that he was a convicted felon. So this shouldn't be a surprise. But the Republicans are trying anything they can to help him win because they don't think they can beat him at the polls.